You probably came here because you're considering getting a Muse 2 headband. Yes, I'm going to be wearing it on my head the entire time because 1, it looks really cool, and 2, people have told me I look like Naruto, which is an awesome compliment. So if you're watching this video and you're considering getting the Muse 2, I'm going to tell you straight up as a doctor and as a user of this technology whether it's going to be a good fit for you. And I'm not just going to try and sell it to you. There's a lot of people that would not benefit from this headband. And it's not a nothing investment. This costs several $100s, and it is something that you have to use consistently in order to get the real benefit from. There's also a subscription on the app that you have to pay for every single month or year so that you can actually use all of their technology and apps that sync with the headband to get the most out of it. So if you're going to make the financial investment, you better be sure that you're ready. So here's my experience, and here's who I think this Muse 2 headband is perfect for. Before we get into it, my name is Jay Feldman, graduated from osteopathic medical school, did a little bit of training as a family medicine doctor, but I did not get board certified. This is not medical advice. This is me talking to you as a doctor and as a consumer about a technology that I use and love. Now let's get right into it. The Muse 2 headband takes an incredible technology that we already have, the EEG technology, which stands for electroencephalogram. All those little sensors that they strap to your head in the hospital to see if you're going to have a seizure. It reads your brain waves and tells you what is going on inside of your head, what parts of your brain are firing, and what state are you in. There's all different kinds of brainwave states, delta, REM. I'm not going to go into detail on those brainwave states in this video, but it is important to know that when you're trying to do certain things, like get good sleep, like meditate, you want your brain to be in a certain wave state, and there's almost no way for you to know concretely if you're in that state unless you're actually measuring it. So if you're like me and you're a big data nerd, I wear an Oura ring, I have an 8-sleep mattress, I wear an Apple Watch, I know what my body's doing at all hours of the day. But what I didn't know is if I was meditating successfully, and I also didn't know how accurate my sleep tracking was. Now I know, because it tells me exactly what state my brain is in while I'm doing these things. So if you're a data nerd, there's nothing else like this that's going to tell you what brainwave state that you're in. If you own an Oura ring, you own a Whoop, you like tracking your daily activity or daily data, this is going to be something that you absolutely need to pick up because it tells you without a shadow of a doubt what brainwave state that you're in by tracking it using EEG technology. So that's what it does. That's the first group of people who I definitely recommend get this. Data nerds who are trying to hyper optimize their activity. The second group of people that I think the Muse 2 headband is going to be absolutely necessary for is people who are new to meditation or trying to enhance their meditation practice. The reason the Muse 2 headband is absolutely transformative for it is the real-time feedback that you get while you're meditating. You can do a 10-minute session with the Muse 2 headband, go back and look at your brainwave state through those 10 minutes and know whether you did a good job or not. There's always kind of a feeling, you're like, that wasn't a great session or that was a great session, but you don't know. This tells you. And the reason that's useful is you could be meditating in a chair in your room and there could be a lot of background noise, or it could be an uncomfortable chair and you have a bad session. And now you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, whether you had a bad session. You can make a transition to a different chair or to your bed. You can try a meditation session laying down. And you could know, using data, whether those adjustments are helping. That's the same reason that I bought the Oura Ring in the first place, to track my sleep. I wanted to make micro adjustments and see if those adjustments had a real effect on my practice. If you can optimize your sleep, if you can optimize your meditations, by using data, you're going to get the best ultimate result. In fact, I think one of the biggest bottlenecks for people getting into meditation is they do it and they say they can't do it right or they can't meditate. There's actually no way to track your improvement as someone with a meditation practice unless you're using data. So if you're just starting and you think you suck, you probably do suck. Now your headband tells you that you suck. A month later, what does your brainwave state look like when you're meditating? Now you can actually track your progress as someone who meditates to see that you're getting better or getting worse, or maybe certain things have an effect on your mood and your brain waves. This will tell you your improvement, and it will eliminate that fear of meditating not knowing if you're doing a good job. Highly recommend anyone who has a serious meditation practice or is thinking about starting one needs to pick one of these up. The second type of person that needs to get a Muse 2 headband is people who have trouble sleeping. I have been through every sort of technology when it comes to sleep, and there are really three things that I'd recommend that you get to optimize your sleep. One, a good mattress. You just can't replace a good mattress that you sleep really well on. Everybody's a little bit different, but I recommend using a high quality memory foam mattress. I have a Lowell bed, no promo. I don't have a code to share with you for Lowell. I also recommend an 8-sleep. So this is a little bit more expensive. So we're diving into the realm of several thousands of dollars. This keeps your bed cool and it tracks your sleep, wakes you up nicely, and you get really good data without having to wear anything. But most importantly, bed stays cold and adjusts based on your body temperature. We know now with science that temperature is one of the biggest factors for causing your sleep cycle to vary. So an 8 sleep mattress might be good if you're trying to take a big step. The third thing is the change in your brainwave states while you sleep. So there's several different things that can have a massive effect on this: when you eat, your stress levels, ambient noise, light exposure at the wrong times. And this is the reason that I got an Oura Ring, to track that. But the Oura Ring doesn't do a good enough job at showing me what's going on in my head. It shows me what state I'm in terms of REM or deep. It shows me my heart rate variability, my body temperature, but it does not show me what brainwave state that I'm in. This does. So this actually is the most accurate sleep tracking that I believe you can get, because it shows you what your brainwaves are. And that's essentially how we determine what level of sleep that you're really in, is based on brainwaves. When they do a sleep study, they'll probably attach you to something like this, but it'll be a lot bigger. Now, the reason this is helpful for sleep isn't just for the data. It's called a digital sleeping pill, and this is something that's built into the Muse app. So if you wear this while you sleep, it will track your brain wave data as you're sleeping, and it will, for example, if you go to bed using a sleep story on the Muse app, which I love. I listen to sleep stories every night through either Muse or Calm. They help me turn my brain off. They help me listen to some fiction, and I just pass right out within minutes. As I go to sleep, it actually lowers the volume and eventually turns off that sleep story, so that I'm not listening to it in my sleep, because there's a chance that story can then wake me up, which I don't want. That's counterproductive. However, if it starts to notice that my brain waves are coming out of REM or out of deep sleep into a more active, awake brain state, it will actually start replaying the sleep story until you go back to sleep. And typically, in my experience, based on lots of data, this helps me stay asleep longer. In fact, I don't even remember waking up. I will see on the data my brainwaves start to come out of deep sleep into a more awake state, and it will start playing that sleep story, and then I go right back without even becoming fully awake. Digital sleeping pill, this thing actually works. So if you're an insomniac or you wake up at 3 a.m. and you have a hard time getting back to sleep, this could put a stop in it before you even wake up. So definitely worth trying. And like I said, for a couple $100, this is a nothing burger investment compared to the other things that I mentioned. A $2,000 mattress, a $2,500 mattress topper. This is only a couple $100 and can keep your brain asleep using real-time feedback from your brain waves. Absolutely incredible. So the Muse 2 did not pay me to make this video. This is something that I use as a practitioner, but I am obsessed with these devices. If you fit in any of those buckets, I think you should absolutely pick up a Muse 2. Now, who shouldn't get this? Who is this probably not a great fit for? If you don't have trouble sleeping, or you're an experienced meditator and you have a practice down, you meditate for 20 minutes a day, and you are sure that you're doing a good job and you don't have the several $100s to spend on this, or you know yourself and you know that you've bought stuff like this before and you just don't use it, then maybe you can forego this specific device. But there is no real competition in this space. There is no other company doing portable EEG technology with real-time feedback. So if you're a nerd like me, I highly recommend you pick one of these up. Hope you found this video helpful. I actually have another video doing a Muse headband review that you can watch right now. You can also subscribe to this channel if you also like optimizing your physical health, optimizing your mental health, getting the most out of your day, and longevity in general. There's no doctor on YouTube that does it quite the way that I do. So please subscribe and please share this with somebody either who's learning how to meditate or needs help sleeping. Send this video to them. Encourage them to pick up a Muse 2 headband. And if you want to pick one up, I've got a discount code right there in the show notes that you can use and save a couple bucks. And yes, I make a couple bucks too. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.